Hello and welcome. I'm Debbie,
And I'm Jenny.
and today we're going to talk about the ingredients of a project description. Now, why are we even breaking down how you describe your project?
Seems like it should be pretty simple.
It should be, but really, sometimes it can be difficult to put together what I call an elevator pitch of your project that is understandable by everybody. And the skill that you're boosting here is your business insight skill, or if you're in the government, organizational insight, whichever way it might be. So let's jump in.
So we break this into three parts. Let's talk about the first part first. That is, what are you actually doing? What's the desired outcome of this project? And let's say if you're using some underlying technology or platform, you want to maybe include that. And you want to describe at a very high level maybe what's in scope, what are you going to solve, and what's not in scope, what are you not addressing. Let's say your project is a business move. You're moving the company from one space to another. What's out of scope is moving the sales department, who's in a separate building, in with you. They're going to stay where they are, for example.
That's a great example, Jenny. The second thing you want to include in your project description is why you're doing the project. Show how the project contributes to the broader organization goals and strategic direction. And that can be within your marketing organization, say if you're in marketing, or your IT organization if you're in IT, or if you're doing a big project like Jenny and I used to do, it might be saying how it's important for the entire business unit or company. This is really important as a way to convince people why they should be resourcing the project.
Exactly. This is one of your silver bullets for keeping your project away from that risk of being canceled. So the third piece is, how are you going to measure success? How are you going to know that the project delivered what it was supposed to deliver? And this comes down to having key metrics, to having something you're going to measure, or several things you're going to measure. A particularly key tip here is, at the beginning of the project, know what you're going to be measuring so that if you need to build it into the project, if you need to have some hooks or some listening posts or some way of collecting that data as you go along, it's already built in so that when the project launches, you know how successful you've been.
That's right. And we say data, but the data doesn't have to be numbers. It can be what we call voice of the customer. It can be in that move that Jenny was just talking about. It could be, were people happy with the timing? Were they happy with their desks? Are you going to take all that feedback or ignore some of it? But it doesn't have to be literally data.
Right.
Yeah. So that's it. 3 questions to answer in about 1 or 2 sentences. And we'll share with you our Mad Lib for filling in the blanks, for putting together a simple and understandable project description that tells people what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you know you were successful.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.